Today on This Old House, it's time to whitewash our old naughty pie.
Alright, wow, look at that. How do you like that?
Awesome, it looks great. And today, we put up a pergola on the back deck. What happened to all this plumbing here?
I've never seen anything like this before. There's already rot going on in that trunk.
So what have you found up here?
Well, a bit of a surprise.
It's really the classic plumber's lament. Nice. How excited are you guys to see that? Extremely, right? You're going to have to choke down some dust first, though, before you get to that part.
Oh, yeah.
Long way.
Money to the detail.
That is beautiful. Hi there, I'm Kevin O'Connor, and welcome back to This Old House and the last couple weeks of our Westerly project. And that has got Jeff and his crew working long hours with all these finishes. You can see that we've got the oak treads on the staircase, the balustrade is in place right here. Hey, Deshaun. The painters are working long hours as well, and they're even down to the hardware on the doors. These knee walls that frame this sunken living room are being trimmed out. Even the HVAC guys are only just down to the grills here for the register. And we've got, let's see, we've got floating shelves, we've got cables here, coax, that, a whole bunch of stuff. Now, all of this activity, well, it's got the homeowners thinking about furnishings for the house. And in particular, a coffee table for right here in the living room. Now, they want something special, so they asked Jeff and his team to design them something, and they even recruited Norm for the build. But first, they had to think about materials, and that led to a special scouting trip with Jeff.
Well, we're not going to find anything over there.
Scott has fond memories of visiting his uncle's sawmill as a child. Jeff and Shayla have joined Scott on the old family property looking for the material.
Oh, we got some wide stuff here.
Once the wood was selected, a local sawmill was able to clean it up and cut it down to workable sizes. Back in the shop, Jeff and Norm used a planer and jointer to true up the boards. And then joined them together using mortises and tenons.
Now we'll lay it out. And you're going to use a jigsaw to cut it again, but we're going to leave it away a little bit from the line. Alright, now we're going to put the template back on and get it aligned again. Right on the line right there. Right, and clamp it in place. It's a straight cutting bit. It has a ball bearing on each end. This one's going to ride against the template, and it'll be able to make the edge nice and smooth. Alright, now when we route it, we want to go counterclockwise because of the way the blade turns. We want to make sure it's tight to the template, giving us the smooth cut. So right now we're looking at the top, and this is the top of the table, and this will be the bottom edge. And you can see it kind of has a sharp edge, so we want to ease that, and we want to get this profile right here. And to do that, we use this bit. You can see the bearing rides along the edge of the table, so we don't need the template right now. We just use the actual piece. Okay, that takes care of the bottom edge. Now we got to flip it over and just do a little round over on the top edge. All right, sounds good. So we made two templates to make the notches where the legs will attach to the top. One for the long end and one for the middle of the table. I'm going to cut out part of the notch that we need with the jigsaw. Okay, next thing we'll do is we'll clean the rest of it out with the straight cutting bit. Alright, now finish this off, these rounded edges, using a Japanese saw. right, well, I'm going to start sanding this top, and Jeff, you want to start working on the legs?
Yeah, I'll get to it.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so we have a leg stock here, cut to length, and we made it out of 2 pieces of 1.5-inch stock. We glued them together, and we've got a 3x3 leg. So next thing we have to do is dado out 1.5 inches here and 1.5 inches here to accept our 2 shelves. So we've added this extension piece on the back of our fence so that when the blade passes through the material, it doesn't blow out the backside. So this is the top of the leg, and it's going to sit above the shelf. So what we want to do is put a little bit of a chamfer all the way around on all 4 sides. We're going to do that. We set up a stop block in the chop saw, and we'll cut these one right after another. Alright, so there's the chamfer on all 4 sides. And then the last thing we've got to do is we've got a little bit of a detail at the bottom of the leg. And we're going to cut that on the sander. Alright, so there's the 3 cold details on the legs.
Okay, here comes the bottom shelf, and we made this the exact same way we made the top. Now we have to start thinking about how we're going to put it together. So we're going to use a lot of these dominoes, and we've already taken the time to do all the cuts. We want to start with the stretchers. We're going to glue the dominoes into each end of these stretchers to start. Wow, look at that.
How do you like that?
That's awesome. It looks great.
So I understand it's your birthday today.
It is my birthday.
Well,
today.
happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
All right.
Pleasure. Thank you. Thank you,
Norm.
Norm.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks to you guys.
Hey, Mom. Catherine.
Hey,
How are you guys?
Good.
So this is the reclaimed wood that we took off the walls here. We cleaned it up and installed it here.
Good.
So did Shayla tell you what she wanted for a finish on this?
Yeah, she sent me a picture of the finish that she wants for this room. This board over here is the one with the nothing on it. So
Okay.
There's no pigmentation, nothing. These are the samples that I showed her. This one over here, I use a water-based stain that I put on and I wipe it right off.
Okay.
This one over here, I left a little. We got a winner.
Oh, nice. A little more pigment in this
They're
one.
more white, the grain is popping right out, and this is an oil-based stain, whitewash.
Nice, and this is what we're going with.
This is when she like it.
All right. I'm going to let you get to it. I got to go build a pergola with Tommy.
Don't forget to check with us later. You're gonna
Sure
like it.
will. All right, we'll see you guys.
Every painter has to have a rack, okay? Just like a painter on your back pocket.
Perfect.
All right? All right. Now, I'm going to show you how this technique works.
Okay.
All right? When you dip your brush into the stain can, you don't have to go much deeper.
Okay.
Just about what I call 2 fingers. It's
Okay.
about an inch, inch and a half.
Okay.
All right? So you will carry enough stain so you can do long strokes.
Okay.
Couple taps, and you can start right there. Long strokes always. Try to spread as much as you can with the stain that it's on your brush.
Okay.
All right? We're gonna do 3 boards at a time.
Okay.
We don't want to run a time prior to the when we have to wipe off the stain.
Now, is this a brush especially for oil-based?
Absolutely. This is a brush specific for oil-based stain.
Okay.
Okay. And it's Start from the top again and revolve. And one long stroke, okay?
Okay.
All the way down from the top to the bottom. Well, last tape off. What do you think, Catherine?
I think it looks fantastic. How does it compare to the sample?
All right, well, let's compare it right
right.
now. We said this is the color they like it,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So it came out nice, but let's compare. Let's go closer to the wall
Definitely.
so we can see it better. Look at that,
It's pretty spot on to me.
right?
Yes.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, they'll be happy when they see
I
it.
think we did a fantastic job.
We did it.
Tommy,
Hey, Jeff.
Garrett,
Burglar time, right?
burglar time.
All right,
Nice.
we've already installed the structural 4x4 PT that's going to actually carry the load of the pergola, and it's fastened down to the structure below the deck, and it'll be fastened up above through the beam, so that's
good.
not going to go anywhere.
Nice. So these box beams we made in the shop,
Yeah,
and we made a recessed shaker-style panel in there.
I like that look.
So now we've got a cap with a tapered column that's
Yep.
going to sit right over this whole thing.
Yeah, it's tricky to get that thing down now. It's centered right. Drive it down, fit it in there. Nice. Push it down.
And we'll trim
Pull
underneath.
it, it'll go up. Get that all fastened. That's going to look
Good
great.
looking column.
Yeah. All right, now we got to set the beam on top, and we're going to center it on the post.
All right. Go to you.
Yep.
Right there.
Looks good to you.
Okay.
So all of this flashing detail on the top of the column will get covered by a trim detail.
All right, Deshaun, I'll take the cut end. We'll flip it over though. Yep. Okay, you screw your end and then we'll set it to the line. Okay, screw it.
Now we're ready for the lattice that's going to sit on the top. These are actually 2x2 made of PVC, and on each end there's a little cove on it to give it a little detail. Oh yeah,
Wow, look at that.
that's a nice look.
Actually, it adds a little shade.
It will add shade, absolutely. Welcome to New Canaan, Connecticut, and this 1840s Greek Revival home. Believe it or not that long ago, that house was abandoned. But pretty soon, thanks to a local developer, it is going to be a single-family home. And for us, it is an idea house, a place where we can try out new products and technologies. And today, we're talking shutters. Hey, Gordon, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
So we're talking shutters today?
Yeah, we're building this house in a historic area, and we have to put shutters on. So that means we have to be historically accurate.
And what do we want for historically accurate, from historically accurate
Well,
shutters?
they have to be operable, and they have to be correct size.
Gotcha, okay.
And usually that means it's a wood product, which is high maintenance, rot. So what we have found is a PVC material.
Okay. PVC material that is going to be the right size and also operable?
Yes.
Nice. Although these are in pieces, so we're going to have to assemble these?
Yes, well, we found out that there's three ways they come. They come hang ready,
Yeah.
paint ready, and then ready assembly.
So I presume those names are all sort of assembled. You add the paint,
Correct.
and then this, which is put them together, paint them, and then hang.
Yes.
So we're putting them together.
Putting them together, we're going to paint them and then hang them.
All right, let's put them together. What are we doing?
There we go. So with these already pre-mortised out, I'm going to hand you a few.
So these are the louvers,
Yep.
and all the mortises were done by the company?
Yeah, and then what we do is,
You're going to start on my side?
no, I'm just showing you a little trick.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
All of them right down the line?
All down the line. Turn this. Okay, so I left the top two out for the top rail, and then what we're going to do is we're going to lightly clamp this.
Okay.
So when we start to put the louvers in onto the other side, we don't have everything falling out. So now there's enough play that if you take it, pick it up, you can slide it.
Oh, yeah.
And that way we don't lose.
Just enough to come out of one side.
Just enough. Okay.
Good there.
So now we're going to dry fit the rails. You just slide yours in, put the bottom rail in to dry fit. I'm going to dry fit the mid rail here. That fits nice. And then the top rail. It all goes in nice. We're going to add a little adhesive to each end. Take a little spatula, kind of smear it out. Okay. Slides in.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
I'm looking at this, thinking it goes in this way. Okay.
And the top rail.
So why would you ever order ones that needed to be assembled versus already assembled?
It's a price point, Kevin. Second, I can get these shipped rather quickly. And the third is I can customize these to any width and length I want with a couple of cuts on the miter saw. The next step is to screw them in. And now that it's glued under pressure, we are ready to paint.
All those holes have been drilled.
Drilled, yep. Center of the stiles. Okay, you grab the shutter, I'll grab the hardware.
Step back and have a look. Oh yeah, that's pretty sweet. I love it. So operational, proportional, hung the right way.
And it looks historic.
Nice. Nice job, Gordon. Thank you.
Take care.
Hey, Ben. Deshaun.
Jeff, how's it going?
What do you think of the pergola?
I think it looks great. I think it's going to look a lot better with these linear LEDs.
Yeah, you got one in already, huh?
Yeah, the guys and I installed that a little earlier.
Oh, nice fit. All right, well, I'll let you guys get to it.
See? All right, Deshaun. So earlier I cut this to length, and you notice that we left a little bit of slack here. If we ever have a problem, we want to be able to fix it. So we're going to leave a little slack. Start by stripping this out, okay? So I'm going to just strip a little so that we can get at the conductors inside of this casing. All right. This particular wire actually has an inner sheath that's for other applications. We're not going to use it here, so I'm just going to get rid of it. So I'm going to cut these wires to different lengths so that we can keep this junction really, really small because we've got to actually push it into a very small spot. And now that's prepped so that we can make this junction when we need to make it. But first let me show you this tape that we're going to be using. All right, this is a linear LED tape lighting system, okay? And basically what it has, if you look at it, it has little LED lights about every inch or so. Okay, it has these nice little cut marks so that we can cut it to a custom length. And this tape in particular is actually a weatherproof LED tape. And what they do to get that to happen is that they actually wrap the whole thing in silicone when they make it so that it's waterproof. It also has a very sturdy backing tape on it so that we can stick it into the track that we're going to use to hide it. And we're going to connect the LED tape to the wires coming out of the wall. So in order to do that, this company provides a pre-made wire end for us to use. So we're going to cut it to length. We're going to strip out what we need. Just like we cut those one longer than the other, we're going to do the same here. And what it's going to allow us to do is make a nice straight junction where everything meets up and it goes into the wall in a nice straight fashion. So one of the things we use when we solder a junction to protect that junction is a product called heat shrink. And what this is a rubber tube that actually, when you heat it up, will shrink to the junction and it creates a watertight bond. So now we're going to twist these guys together, all right? All right, so we're going to, like I said, that junction is actually made before we even solder it, so that we can ensure a good, long-lasting connection. All right, so now that these are just about twisted together, we're ready to make that soldered connection. All right, so we're going to slide this heat shrink right over that junction so that it's totally covered. And once we've done that, we're going to go get our heat gun and we're going to just warm this stuff up so that heat shrink shrinks into place. All right, so now that that's all set, I want to just tape the entire length of this to just really make sure that this is a nice watertight connection, okay? Something to note is that you would never do this if this was a line voltage or a 120 volt junction. This is only okay because it's a 12 volt junction. Keep on rolling a little there, bud?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to put my pliers right on that line that they show us. And I'm just going to cut it. We're just going to tuck this guy right up in here. Make sure that it slides all the way in. Nice and flat. And now we can just stick that track cover on and we're good to go.
Cool. Looks good to me.
All right. Well, wait till dark and turn it on, see what we get.
Ooh, party time.
All right.
Next time on This Old House.
Oh, water heater day.
It is.
Close.
Yeah.
How excited are you to be this far along with 1 week to go?
It's unbelievable.
Right?
We're getting there.
And it's the final push to finish the landscape before moving day.
Things are coming together.
We are really coming together. We have most of the plants in the ground. Sod is here. We have a few more plants to go and hydroseed in a couple days.